Welcome to This Week in East Brunswick. Today we welcome Crabgrass Puppets to the library as they perform a puppet show for children. Then we join Mayor Kevin McAvoy for a brand new business spotlight and grand opening of Pinot's Palette as he cuts the ribbon and speaks with the owner. Love was in the air at the East Brunswick Public Library as patron Sam Santiago proposed to his fiancée in the Shakespeare stack, and we talk with the happy couple about how this surprise unfolded. Plus, we have highlights from the Indian Cultural Society of East Brunswick's talent show that was held here at the library. All this and more about the upcoming Friends of the Library bargain book and media sale. So stay with us. This Week in East Brunswick starts now.
Well, you know, if there's ever a pirate around, you'll know he's there because you'll hear him a-talking. You might hear a pirate say, "Shiver me timbers!" Or you might hear a pirate say, "Yo ho ho!" Or you might just hear that pirate say, "Arr!" I knew there were pirates out there.
It's a puppet show called The Pirate, the Princess, and the Pea. It's sort of like The Princess and the Pea, except with the pirate part put in. That's me.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, early in the morning. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Come on, steady now, steady now. There.
Oh, let's see. I've been on the seas of puppetry for about 35 years now. But the pirate thing is fairly new.
And are there any, princesses out there? I wouldn't be surprised by that either. Well, if there's ever a princess around, you'll know she's there because you'll hear her a-talking. You might hear a princess say, "Oh, thank you ever so much for inviting me." Or a princess might say, "I simply adore orange marmalade." Or a princess might even say, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope." Or that princess might just say, "Arr! Here, according to my map, there ought to be an island. Excellent. Palm trees, and that's perfect. And also whoa, yikes! Oh, part of the adventure, I guess. Here comes the princess dress. Princess. Come on now, throw me the dress. Princess? Oh no! Ah, well. All right, everybody close your eyes. And no peeking.
I'm peeking.
Got it. And nobody saw me either.
We saw your
Hey! You peeked! No fair!
Well, our main goal is to have a good time. But the other goal is to get them thinking about stories. You think about a story about pirates. You think about a story about the Princess and the Pea. And then maybe, in their minds, they can start putting different stories together or creating their own stories. And we'll be reading those in the library someday.
Together, we're better. Whatever may fall. Yes, a pirate and a princess make the best team of all. A pirate and a princess make the best team of all. Here's the pirate. And with this kind of hand puppet, I put 2 fingers into the head. 2 fingers in one arm, and my thumb in the other arm.
Oh, we're all over the web. You can reach us at www.crabgrasspuppets.com. That's like puppets that come up through the lawn like crabgrass. Crabgrasspuppets.com.
Whoa! 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 This is what I call a real adventure!
Good evening, everyone. Kevin McAvoy here for Business Spotlight. I'm here at Pinot's Palate with Lillian Feldman, who has just opened up the franchise. Good evening, Lillian.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm well, and it's great to be here. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I come from the banking world. I was there for 12 years, and I've always been in management, but my passion has always been in arts. And when the branch actually just closed here on Citibank on Route 18, I found myself at Pinot's Palate in Manalapan, and that's where I reside, and I just fell in love with the concept.
So it is a franchise. So this is not an individual business operation. It's something that there are in other places. How did you get really hooked up with Pinot's Palate?
So I went to the Pinot's Palate Manalapan location. I was a customer there, fell in love with the idea of just coming in, relaxing, kind of getting out of your norm of your everyday routine and painting and just having fun with your friends and family or whoever you came. And it's perfect for any occasion and any age. So I really fell in love with the concept.
And why don't you tell the audience a little bit more about the different types of groups who could come here and what they can expect when they do, I guess, make a contractual obligation to come and have a party here.
So we cater to any age, we cater to any demographic. As long as you can hold a paintbrush, you are a customer. We do a lot of fundraisers, we do a lot of charities. You know, we're doing something with the American Cancer Society. So we really want to be part of the community, help local organizations, really help evolve East Brunswick into any other aspirations, goals that you might have that we can partner together and achieve. We also cater to birthdays, anniversaries. Our favorite reason is just because, when there's really nothing behind it, where you just want to break up your week and do something different.
Nice. And tell the audience maybe a little bit about why you chose East Brunswick, because now you're going to be a very important member of the East Brunswick business community.
East Brunswick is just a great community. My husband's family actually lives here, and I really got to know it well while we were dating. I would travel here from Brooklyn all the time, and East Brunswick is just a very loving, receiving town, great for businesses, a great community, and the people here are just a great mix, and I've been embraced already through social media without even having a grand opening, and everybody's super excited. So I know I definitely made the right decision.
Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about your personal social media platform so that they can begin to see exactly what's going on over here at Pinot's Palate?
So we are all over the place. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Yelp, we're on Google+. We're on every social media platform that you can see us on. And we constantly engage with our audience because we know that our demographic really responds well. And that's how we communicate really closely with our customers.
And do you have a traditional cell number or a phone number that the residents can contact you? And is there a web page as well?
Sure. So the phone number is 732-723-7978. Our website is www.pinospalate.com/East Brunswick.
Oh my, so it's very active with regard to the community finding and getting a real flavor for what's going on here. So Lillian, why don't you tell the audience a little bit more about the website? It sounds like, from what I've heard, it's rather sophisticated.
Yes, our website has actually been created by one of our co-founders, and he really built everything from scratch, and it's so user-friendly and so informative. So, for instance, we have a tab that's a paintings tab, and it lists all of our paintings in our library. We have over 2,000, and it's nice because you could filter them by date, night, kids, 2-hour duration, 3-hour duration, so you don't have to really go through all the 2,000 if you'd like, if you have the time, if you want to, of course. But the nice thing is you can filter it and kind of really gauge to what you're trying to paint. And then we have the classes table, which lists our calendar. So you would be able to see all of the classes that we have scheduled for the month that we're currently in, as well as the next month. So a lot of people actually book ahead of time that are planners and want to kind of organize that, as well as you see private parties and then any special fundraisers or charities like we spoke about before.
So the residents could actually go on the website and not even come down to the storefront to set it all up, but then they'd want to come down and finish off all the intangible agreements, right?
And the nice thing too is we have an app, so you can download it and you can actually see our mobile calendar. So you'd be able to actually see all of our locations by the satellite. It'll kind of track where you are located, and then all of our studios that are nearby. And then once you click on the studio that you'd like to go to, there's the classes tab that we just spoke about that will list all the calendars. And right there and then, you don't have to go to your computer. You can actually purchase seats and reserve your spot for that class.
And how about hours of operation? Have you set those yet?
So the hours of operation are really mandated by the customers. For instance, we have a networking group that wanted to do Monday from 6 to 9. That's when they usually meet. Guess what? That's when we're open because we're going to accommodate our community. We have date nights where people want to get out, leave their children to the babysitters, so they're going to come on a Saturday evening from 7 to 10 or 7 to 9. So, that's why we don't have hours on the door, because it really is up to the customers. We do have a set schedule of classes, but then we cater to the private party occasions as well.
And how about if just a husband and wife want to come in? Not a party, maybe a husband and wife and their 2 children. Can you accommodate them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The beauty, when you sign up on our website, you can actually request who you want to sit next to, and you can also put in the comments section like celebrating anniversary or just because, so we can really make it special, and we can have our artists kind of customize it and accommodate and kind of say, hey, we're celebrating an anniversary today or a really big birthday, just to make those people feel special. And again, our motto here is to make it different for everybody and break up that norm. So if we can put a smile on your face after that long, stressful week, then we did our job.
And how about when you took me on the tour? So we have the grand area when we first walked in the studio, the store. Do you have a separate area, like a private area? So if someone has a private party, they would be separated from the rank and file group out here?
Yes. So just like a restaurant, we have a private area that sits 24 patrons, and the nice thing is that it's an intimate setting, so the doors can get closed and you and your guests can bring your own food. We're BYOB. If you have birthday cake, bring it, anything to make it special. If customers have any ideas also to kind of customize, if there's a certain theme, color scheme that you want us to kind of uphold, we can do that as well. Again, any creativity is so welcome here.
You heard it here from Mayor Kevin McAvoy and Lillian Feldman. Come on down as soon as you can to Pinot's Palette.
East Brunswick Public Library patron Sam Santiago proposed to his girlfriend Ron Brown at the library recently, and EBTV was lucky enough to help capture the moment and speak with the happy couple afterwards.
My day consisted of a lack of sleep, tons of preparation, and a balance of excitement and anxiety. We entered the library, and in the midst of coming here, we had teen actors from East Brunswick High School who are incredibly talented that helped me go ahead and manifest this day, right? Materialize it. And one of them had these set of pictures where, this meant something in regards to relationships and coming together in relationships, being able to define it. Then we had another teen couple, get into a disagreement of some kind, mainly due to hair color, interesting enough, right? We were able to help them and walk them through it, coaching them in what we've learned even in life. And then I proposed, I've referred a book to him, he referred a Shakespearean book to us. I went into the aisle, the aisle of Shakespeare, and proposed there. I thought it was quite poetic.
Yes.
When we got in the library, I knew that I was supposed to be tutoring somebody who's like a son to him, Jason. So I'm there and I'm trying to focus. Like, I'm very task oriented. I'm like, okay, gotta tutor Jason / be in line for the passport. And then he kept distracting me, like, oh, let's talk to this person, let's talk to this person. I'm like, I'm supposed to be helping Jason. Like, no, I can't like distract myself from helping Jason. I don't want to talk to these other people. I have a task to take care of. And then he's like, come, let's get up and look at this. So I'm like, everyone's suspicious. This is probably where it's gonna happen. So let me just get up and comply. I wasn't allowing myself to get excited until I was sure.
They're all actors. What we thinking? We really fighting. Yeah, they were really fighting.
Oh, I was like in their conversation.
You know, I grew up across the street from a library where they taught me to think, read, you know, pretty much do everything. I wouldn't have a foundation if it wasn't for a library. She's getting her PhD today, and we're always studying and learning new things. So it just fit.
I'll take this time for thanking you, right? Thanking you for coming and making this time memorable for us, right? My fiance and I.
I would be remiss if I didn't thank East Brunswick participants, the staff here. They have been excellent. I want to thank East Brunswick, the actors, and of course our families that brought us here, and friendships. You know, we had a meeting room, it was filled. People traveling from all over the world, you know, well, all over the country. You know, we thank you all. You know, we really appreciate it.
I agree. I want to thank my family for being able to come from out of town, and my best friends who live in Georgia for flying out. I'm very excited, and he did a really good job planning, so I'm really encouraged by today.
Hi, my name is Ekta Gupta. I am from ICS of East Brunswick, which is Indian Culture Society of East Brunswick. We have so many programs for members and non-members. Today we are doing this talent show for kids. We have about 50 kids participating in this program, and East Brunswick Library is definitely supporting us for this event. We have multiple things going on here. We have food for the kids, and then we have our great sponsors, which is Kinder Care, and we have GeneX Education. They offer the summer program for the robotics, 3D printing, drones, and circuit designs. And if you want to be a member, you can go to indiaculturesociety.com. Thank you.
Shake the ground. You held me down, but I gotta pay. Get ready, cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, fighter, dancing through the fire. Cause I am a champion, is hydrogen and helium, the lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon everywhere, nitrogen all through the air with oxygen so you can breathe, and fluorine for your pretty teeth, neon to light up the sun, sodium for salty tongue, magnesium, aluminum, and silicon, phosphorus, then sulfur, chlorine, and argon, potassium and calcium so you grow strong, scandium, titanium, vanadium, and chromium, and manganese. This is the periodic table, noble gases stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells while electrons are added, moving to the right. Iron is a 26, then cobalt, nickel, conjugate, copper, zinc, and gallium, germanium, and arsenic, selenium, and bromine, cobalt, krypton, platinum, rubidium, there's strontium, the yttrium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, technetium, ruthenium, rhodium, palladium, silverware, then cadmium, and indium, tin cans, antimony, then tellurium, and iodine, and xenon, and then cesium, and barium is 56, and this is where the table splits, where lanthanides have just begun. Lanthanum, cerium, and praseodymium. Neodymium's next to promethium, then 62 samarium, europium, gadolinium, and terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium, hafnium, tantalum, tungsten, then uranium, osmium, and iridium, platinum, gold to make yours till you go old, mercury to tell you when it's really cold, thallium, then lead, the bismuth for your tummy, polonium, astatine would not be yummy, radon, francium will last a little time, radium, then actinides at 89. This is the periodic table, noble gases stable, halogens and alkali react aggressively. Each period will see new outer shells while electrons are to the right. Actinium, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, fermium, berylium, nobelium, lawrencium, ruthenium, dubnium, seaborgium, thorium, asthenium, tungstenium, runtenium, capricium, anatrium, flerovium, anapentium, livermorium, anapseptium, ananoctium, and then we're done.
It's time for the 42nd annual Friends of the Library Bargain Book and Media Sale. Thousands of items for all ages and interests will be for sale at fantastic discounts starting on Monday, April 4th and running through Sunday, April 10th at Center Court of the Brunswick Square Mall on Route 18. The sale will open at 10 a.m. on April 4th and will run during regular mall hours, with a special preview sale from 8 to 9 a.m. on Monday, April 4th for a $25 fee. This much anticipated event draws thousands of people from all over the state, and all proceeds go to the East Brunswick Public Library. So come and check out the collection of books, movies, CDs, audiobooks, and more at a bargain that can't be beat. There will also be free children's activities on Wednesday, April 6th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. For more information about the sale or for other events sponsored by the Friends of the Library, please visit the library website at www.ebpl.org or call 732-390-6950. And be sure not to miss the largest book and media sale in Central New Jersey.
Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, early in the morning.